YouTube. I spent a long time deciding what I wanted to do today. I don't know if anyone has done something like this, I don't know, but I'm gonna be reacting while doing my makeup. If you guys didn't know, I am on the spectrum, and on top of that, I am a psychology student, and so one of my special interests, I watch like interrogations and different things like that, but we're gonna be watching Court Cam. I have never seen this. I really find like court interesting. Like when I did jury duty, that was so much fun. So let's watch it.
We start things off in the El Paso County Courthouse in El Paso, Texas. The man you see here is 41-year-old Daniel Villegas, accused of killing 2 teens in 1993. He was just 16. At that time, without an attorney or his parents present, Villegas says he was coerced by an El Paso detective into confessing to the murders. Villegas has been on trial 3 separate times for this crime. A 1995 retrial ended with a conviction for capital murder, and Villegas was sentenced to life in prison. Villegas was released in January of 2014 and has remained out on bond as he awaited a 3rd trial. The last 25 years of his life, much of it in prison, has all led up to this moment.
Verdict Form B. We, the jury, find the defendant Daniel Villegas not guilty of...
Oh, he spent 25 years in prison. Oh man, what? Emotional.
Since he was 16 years old, 25 years ago, Daniel Villegas is a free man.
Mr. Villegas, you have been...
Stand up and raise your right hand to be sworn, please.
Ooh, Florida.
Please stand up.
Next, we head over to the Miami-Dade Bond Court in Miami, Florida, where Judge Mindy Glazer's overseeing bond hearings. Over the next few hours, she'll see dozens of defendants.
Hi, Mr. Booth. How are you?
How you doing, man?
49-year-old Arthur Booth is a career criminal.
Damage to property, leaving the scene of a crash with serious injury.
You know, I just realized. All right, it's fine.
The judge notices something familiar about this defendant.
Okay, Mr. Booth, I have a question for you. Did you go to Nautilus for middle school?
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
I'm sorry to see you there. I always wondered what happened to you, sir.
Oh, my goodness.
This is the nicest kid in middle school.
Oh, my goodness.
He was the best kid in middle school. I used to play football with him, all the kids, and look what has happened.
The surprise reunion between the 2 former middle school classmates
Oh, they're
was
classmates.
almost too much for Booth to handle. Booth fell into drug and gambling addictions that led him into a life of petty crime.
Good luck to you, sir. I hope you're able to come out of this okay and just lead a lawful life.
The reunion somberly concludes as Glazer sets bail at $43,000.
Okay.
That's a lot of...
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Booth is sent to prison for 10 months and then released into a drug treatment program.
I hope he does well.
I did not put the narcotics there.
Did not put the narcotics there.
We head to Jackson County, Florida, for the
Florida
trial of
again.
Zachary Wester. The former sheriff's deputy was charged with 67 counts of racketeering, fabricating evidence, false imprisonment, and possession of controlled substances. Wester's accused of planting drugs in a dozen vehicles during random traffic stops.
Do you know anything about that? I do not.
All of the drivers denied owning the drugs, but yet most were subsequently arrested.
You have the right to remain silent.
The arrest caused suspicion internally, and in 2018, Wester was suspended. 3 years later, the case went to trial. Stephen Van, a convicted felon, had recently gotten out of jail when Wester supposedly found methamphetamine in his car.
That's...
I'm just trying to figure out how that stuff got in your car. You're gonna go to jail today for possession of methamphetamine, okay?
Oh, man. Dude, I'm serious, dude. Anything. What you want me to do, man?
God.
Like the other drivers who testified, Van gave the officer permission to search his car because he claims he had nothing to hide. Some recordings had mysteriously disappeared.
Why in the world would that have been deleted? I wish I knew that answer.
Ironically, at first the officer's polite, even playful.
Anything in the vehicle I need to be concerned about? Bombs, hand grenades, rocket launchers? Okay.
Rocket launchers.
Notice as he prepares to put his gloves on, there's a small item in his left hand. Prosecutors argued that Wester is palming a small bag of meth,
Ah,
which he
dang, bro. You...
It is yogurt, sir.
I know.
Yogurt.
Okay.
It's yogurt.
How about
Yogurt.
this, though?
That is not mine. No, sir.
Had you ever seen that before?
No, sir.
Was that in your car?
Got him.
No, sir.
The 28-year-old officer was ambitious and wanted to move to narcotics as quickly as possible. Wester testified he never planted any drugs.
He's trying to get moved up. I think it is absolutely insane that he tried to do this like for his own gain. That's absolutely hilarious. And he wears a body cam. I don't even know what to say about this.
The verdicts on all 67 charges.
Count 7.
In total, the crooked officer was found guilty on 19 charges. In July 2021, he was sentenced to 12 and a half years in a state
12 and
prison.
a half years. I forgot. He is a police officer. That's not going to go too well.
This is the arraignment of 20-year-old Spencer Allen Boston. Boston received citations for speeding and simple possession of marijuana.
Yes, sir. I think it's very unfair, the marijuana law here. I think we the people deserve better because marijuana is a very harmless drug.
I've heard that baloney all my life.
He has heard that baloney all his life.
Yes.
Not that it's baloney.
Tennessee still has it against the law. I swore to uphold the laws, and I have to uphold the laws as a judge. It probably is unfair, but I can't change it. You've got to go see the legislature.
I'm just gonna say, I don't know if he should have, like, showed up to court looking like that. It did not help. It did not help. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything else. That's all.
As the judge works with court employees to schedule a trial date, Austin decides to take action as he pulls out what appears to be a joint. Austin may have finally pleaded his case,
That was not
slapping
wise.
Austin with a disorderly conduct charge, as well as another charge of possession.
He just did himself a disservice. Like, I think that they're gonna, like, really not take it seriously now that he's, like, made a fool of himself. Like, so, I mean, I don't know.
For this next story, we want to warn you, the facts are gruesome. But as you will see, daring escapes aren't only attempted in the American legal system.
No way.
As we head over to Russia, this is 18-year-old Leonid Grazer.
He's
He's on
18?
trial in
Oh, I
Moscow,
can see.
Russia, for the murder of his sister.
Why does he look like, Andy Samberg?
For the murder of his sister, Aradia Koral. He was commanded by Satan to kill his 21-year-old sister.
Brother could have really just said that he just wanted to kill her. Why do people, like, not just take responsibility? Like, stop saying that Satan told you to do things.
Today, Grazer's in the Sherbinsky courthouse behind the walls of a glass cage.
Yeah, I'm
This
just saying,
practice is rarely seen today outside of Russia, which is exactly what Grazer's planning to do.
He can do it. I bet you he can do it. He's so thin. Why is the hole that big?
Moments later,
How
he
is he gonna...
somehow has slipped through the slats at the top of the bulletproof security dock. And the
Stop!
video doesn't how he did it.
Stop
but
it.
If we look,
Lizzo. She's so pretty. Going back and looking at it, like, they look so slow. Like how a roller coaster looks slow. Like, it looks like that. And I can't tell how fast they're moving. It just seems like they're just not moving fast enough for the severity of the situation. I don't freaking know. Dude.
Grazer's
They took his
pants are
off.
coming off during the escape. Then another officer arrives.
Yeah, just tase him.
He makes sure Grazer knows what's about to happen.
Do you have to give people permission to tase him? He's levitating. He looks like 11.
And said he had no regrets about what he did. To Daytona Beach, Florida, where a call comes into the Volusia County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah, I want to report a crime that's about to happen.
But,
crime that's about to happen.
I can say that because I'm from the South.
It'll be a crime that's going to happen if my kids don't come back to me, you stupid because your stupid judges don't want to bring people to courtrooms. I got a gun pointed at your building.
Sir, what is going on?
Who the you calling, sir, you stupid? Where's your
I would respond just like that. Jesus Christ, I would just be like, sir, are you okay?
I'm gonna pop a cap in that you stupid.
Now he's gone too far.
He mistakenly believes took his children away in a child custody case.
I raise your right hand, I'm gonna swear in.
You all took my kids unrightfully. You won't allow my witnesses here. You won't allow my paperwork.
We haven't started the trial yet.
It doesn't matter.
It's not funny.
But is ordered out after continuing with his outbursts.
You threatened the unborn child of the prosecutor.
What a bunch of
Oh.
lies, you stupid piece of I'm not standing. I resist it. I'm not resisting. I'm not standing up. I'm not standing. I don't have to stand.
He is planking.
McCarty's removed. This time he's placed in a back room with a one-way mirror.
All right, let's go. Come on up.
The woman being sworn in is 18-year-old Keandria Cook, using a dating app to set up a robbery that ended with another teen being shot. Cook has accepted a plea deal that will drop.
I'm sorry for the being wrong.
Oh no, she did this.
And her son had me shot because I didn't even know he was going to get shot. My boyfriend and his friends kid threatened me to do this. I didn't even know what was going on until I was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I asked for forgiveness for a second chance and finish school. And I keep my mama proud.
Ms. Cook, you're before the court for sentencing. In your favor, one, you didn't hold the firearm. That being said, this was intentional. It was an orchestrated ambush, and you are a main part of that. And for that, I'm going to go ahead and adjudicate you guilty of all 3 charges, sentence you to 20 years in state prison.
Dude, she got less than that cop. I mean,
The crying you hear is coming from Cook's mother. The sentence much more severe than they expected.
Charges.
oh man. Oh wait.
All 5
So
Cook's sentence is reduced to 11 years in prison. Now to the Moore Justice Center in Brevard County, Florida.
2 charges, assault and resisting. You have the public, Mr.
Where public defender Andrew Weinstock and his client are appearing before Judge John Murphy, whose voice you hear.
Public defender, what do you want to do?
Have they filed?
They have.
I'm not waiving.
All right, what do you want to do?
What do you want to do? You want to set it for trial? Set it for trial.
Judge Murphy wants the defendant to waive his right to a speedy trial because the court's schedule's backed up. Weinstock isn't budging, and tensions are mounting.
If I had a rock, I would throw it at you right now. Stop pissing me off. Just sit down. I'll take care of it. I don't need your help.
Now,
Sit down.
I'm the public defender. I have a right to be here, and I have a right to stand
I
and
said
represent
sit
my
down.
clients.
If you want to fight, let's go out back and I'll just beat your ass.
Believe it or not, they get into a physical altercation until Judge Murphy returns to the courtroom alone.
he just killed him in the hallway. Dude, he just kicked his ass.
Man, I'm an old man.
Once Judge Murphy catches his breath, he continues with the rest of the hearings without Weinstock present.
I would like to get it done as fast as possible.
The incident's investigated by the Florida Judicial Qualifications Commission, who charged Judge John Murphy with threatening to commit violence and resuming his docket while defendants were without counsel. Orders the immediate suspension and permanent removal of Judge Murphy from his post. Thanks for being a fan of Court Cam.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do leave a like and subscribe, and I'll have a few more for you guys. I don't really know what I'm doing right now with the channel, but I guess we'll figure it out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and bye.